Objection! 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 Hey, Mick. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start here. I'm just objecting to everything. I object to this case, but it's my favorite case. Doot, doot, doot. Do, 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 do. Yeah, objection plus. For lawyers, made by lawyers. Subscribe today. Alright. I think I'm done posting in my favorite promotional places to post. Alrighty. Alright, time to start. We're all ready to go. Rip roaring and going. Alright. Happy, I'm my favorite. Objection Plus. Subscribe today. Let's rock! He invited us to a concert. We love you! Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet! Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest! That's right, baby! The night's just getting started! Thank you for coming to the Gavinners Guilty as Charged tour! This ends the first part of tonight's show. We'll now be a 20-minute intermission. We request a 20-minute recess. Backstage hallway. This is so cool. Us at a Gavinners concert? Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing! The Gavinners putting the sick back in music? Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off? They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to this dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gavinner show. I'm Trucy. You don't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe? Oh, wait, I gotta adjust Apollo's voice. He's grown up in the last few cases. He's no longer as squeaky. How about all their stuff on the way home from the trial? I got 12 Gavinners albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here, at a Gavinners concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. July 7th, Gavinner's dressing room. Ah, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets! And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lamaral, I don't know if I can say her name. Lamorore's singing, right? A siren of the ballot? Oh yeah. My father said she flew all the way over for the show. That's right, I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamarore says, you praise me too highly. Hooah! Who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche, Lamoire's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamoire to be heard in this country. I cannot speak this language. We got Metroid, Bug, Hug, Deer, Charlie the Bush, Uh, Jester, Bug, Hug, Bending Over, Fancy Money, Scissors, um, Alien, Lamppost, Arrow, question mark, uh, don't know, and Goat. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Metroid, Light, Bending Over, Arrow, Antlers, Bog, Goat, Arrow, question mark, Jester, Charlie the Bush, Leaf, Paralysis from Pikachu, Charlie the Bush, Scissors, and almost Antlers. I don't know. I can't keep saying this stuff. Ooh, it's Lemoir. I'm actually meeting Lemoir. Lemoir, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, littling above sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lemoir says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Ah, Lemoir, your voice. It is art. Yeah, I got tired of reading all those symbols. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all Lemoir's concerts. He's cute and he's really good pianist. Good pianists are dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Maki Toba. He is blind. That's why he never strays so far from Lemoir. They were always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lemoir's so, what's the word? Exotic and mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing music. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees in the song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights in the song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. Now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaveners hard rock a little rest. Lemoir, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lemoir's ballad. Only Maki's tender tones, Lemoir's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know. I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, y'all. Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa. Whoa. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. Oh, away. Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. Guitar, guitar. Up together to the sky. Man, he's burning all happy with the guitar being on fire. Wow, wasn't Lenoir amazing? I sniffled. I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned into the guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me. And I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. Yeah, let's see. How's this going on? I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning onto my heart fire. Burn my love away, all away. Wait, you think the audience thought it was? Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. I'm usually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Auction! Tonight's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run. My guitar case is broken. Daddy told me that there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lemoire's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics, and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Oh, here. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lemoire. Yippee! Thanks so much. I'll ever get to sign her client defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Ooh, there's more? Yes, Lemoire's part is done. Now it's time for us to draw up our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Eh? I like the bit with Lemoire. The rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down. Aw, Apollo, you're getting old. Ack! Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. Police uniform. And a pair of handcuffs. I thought rock and roll was all about rebellious. Oh, man, you're ready for the retirement room. You're ready for the retirement home 38, is according to Trucy. Design is the character I saw in the hallway. Hey, I mean, I'm pretty ready for the grave, according to her. So yeah. Trucy has my grave dug already because she said I'm too old. I should name this guy Emo. Police officer looked. Some kids must see this and actually want to be cops. A rock and defense attorney. A postcard of Lemoir. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Gloves. Delicious bulbs too, made of plastic. They sell these at concerts? There's graffiti on the mirror, lipstick. Wait, the Gaviners are all guys. Prosecutor Gavin, where's lipstick? My guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right, Trucy's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kinda lonely. Trucy's not here to help me. An old-fashioned speaker. I'm thinking that's everything here. Oh, man. Hey, it's you! That right kid! Detective Sky, I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glimmerous pup. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one, that's Lemoir's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your face. She snackooed me. Mama, munch, munch, munch. She snackooed me again. That must be a bag of a... Oh yeah, the blue badger. That's the blue badger. Katon, she snackooed me. Is everything right for going out of my way? Hop, you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks? You're going to be sorely disappointed. I don't think I could even carry it. It's annoying. Well, this is the concert venue. She snackered me. I think I'll get water. I'll have a key. I'll bang. What was that? Lemoir, Lemoir. I think we just witnessed a murder. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. It's Lemoir's manager. Latouche! Oh no! Hey you! Me? He's alive? Shot. I was shot. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask what? Ask witness. Cold. So cold. Witness. Siren. Aw, shoot, he's dead. Yipes, Emma! He's dead, isn't he? I lost him. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means. The venue's locked down. Good work, Darian. Later. Yaw, Fräulein Detective? I don't need some rock and roll prosecutor to tell me that. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. Not even Lemoir. Not even her. I'll keep your signature on this, her forehead. Yours too, Fräulein. Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. One tip for you, huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. We were all questioned as witnesses. Now none of us can go home. We'll investigate our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. It's no time for navel gazing. Let's crack this case. Seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. The only one who heard Miss Latouche's words. Oh, maybe Lemoir. What's the headset doing on her? Wait, you think Mr. Latouche? Like one of those body cam? Huh? What kind? Miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. A still samurai soda. Magician Trucy presents the innocent as charged to her. Nah, no rest for us either, Paulo. Okay, eat it if you can. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. Native tongue, Borginian. Oh, you don't use any lipstick? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. That's the legendary AA400, the Red Badger. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. You should dye your hair badger red, too. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You're attorney, Snow. Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please think of poor Lemoir. Actually, it's technically a stepladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. I still say it's a stepladder. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Illegal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. Man, these two are crazy. Shot once in the shoulder. Marker left by second bullet. Can I have it, please, are you? Oh. You may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't give you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. You want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg. Oh, man. Oh. I don't know if I'll finish this case today. I'm actually tireder today than I thought I'd be. What? I was just saying it's possible. Sure is, the victim, no less. Why don't you examine this one? Gonna run out of them. I'm a little intrigued by the scene. Let's take a look. A keyring. Think it might belong to the killer? Oh man, I don't know why I'm so tired all of a sudden. I don't know if it's because it's so cold out today or what it is. Fine, I'll just put it back, see? He has a Lemurar's manager. One person? Who? Hey, it was Emma's idea. Oh. Anything would be better than this. What? But that doesn't make any sense. It's been fired twice. You can smell the... Bit like Wonder Bar. Especially if you say it really fast, I guess. Middle key is shaped like a guitar. It's not a safety pin? I suppose if you stick it in your eye, then yeah, sure. A murder weapon. Well, it's pretty heavy and that makes it one of the deadliest revolvers. I mean, whenever I go out and eat curry. Oh, man. Ugh. Shoot. I don't know if I can actually stream this today. Might actually have to play something else for a little bit while I'm trying to stay awake. Of course it will. Let's go. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Who's there? A magician. I might need something a little more action-y today. Or maybe I should have took a nap when I came home from work and started streaming later today. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, well, yeah. Nope, that's not there yet. Let's go to the stage. I think my drowsiness has passed a little bit. What's up with it today? Problem after problem. Action! You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor. Huh? What are they arguing about? My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp. Top it all off, someone's dead. Then there was that performance just now. Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part wrong? Who you calling Tenny? Sounds like they're having a spat. I was hoping the one archipelago thing I joined up would have been generated today, but it's not yet. What did he just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. Darian Christian, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello. Hi, Apollo. You really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? I'm about the case. Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? A hit parade of crimes, you see. Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing than I do. Huh? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. I'll leave that to the purloined detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. Well, what do we do next? We've already checked the scene. The Governors. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Governors? Hey there, pup! It's not surprising why even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. The Governors aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. By day, they pack heat. By night, they heat up the stage. By day, their lips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequited passion. I debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love. Then came love with no chance of parole. My boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. Darian Crescend. This guy's a bit of a perfectionist. Forms goes the least bit wrong, he goes into the funk. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? Aha! You heard it, didn't you? From the audience. Actually, I didn't notice anything. So you know amateurs going to pick up on that. You're guaranteed an audience of amateurs? No, now take a listen to this. A mixing board. Or a 5-part band. It's lets us record each member's perform separately. Wow, neat. Of course, that's how... It's rock and rolls. Something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? And even the amateur can hear it. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Me? You'll find Miss Q. You got a D in high school? Let's see if I can find this. I thought it was this one. So that's good. So... or maybe this one. I have a bad listening ear, so I don't know. Hmm. It is two. Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Oh, well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Oh, well, that's all you have to say? What kind of attitude is killers walk free? Maybe it wasn't such a good idea. Guilty love. That. Does it look familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. What? Actually, the victim was holding it. What? Indeed. Tell us. You were saying something about your motorcycle? Something about your guitar case? It's all the keyring's fault. Got all my keys on it, yeah? Well, my key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. I'd come to the concert by taxi. Crazy. And top it off, Latuse's life was taken. What's wrong, Tracy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. Could it all really be a coincidence? Darian, can you make any sense of this? You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. I am. What? What? Well, he's bluffing. He has to figure it out. Let's see your evidence for the connection. This isn't it? That's everything to do with everything. Maybe it's a coincidence, or perhaps it's nothing. Don't you think, Fräulein? I do. Everything that's happened today to Mr. Gavin predicted in the lyrics. Let's list them in order that they occurred while reading this lyric sheet. First, a keyring was stolen. Not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. There's a heart holding keys. Guitar burst into flames. Burning on my love. My heart fire, burning my love away. Like a bullet of love fire, take my life away. Is song predicted at all? Perhaps it was the other way around, huh? That sounds likely. Alright, thanks, Darian. Ooh, it is so cold. Had her go to my dressing room. It's him again. Who's there? There he goes again. He did look sort of familiar. Ah, Lemoire. Well, what has happened? Heard that Mr. Latouche has died. You speak? You speak English? Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Burguenia, but I am not Burgundian by birth. Was Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Well, it's Mr. Latouche's idea. It's what it would add to the mystery, you see. No, Maki is Burgundian. Dang, I somehow tied my foot. Ah, and my cord. Trucy, huh? Remember, not a word. very unsettling. I'm sorry. What is it, Maki? What? But you'd be alone. Maki is not good around strangers. Oh, man. Limerar. That's in Northern Europe, right? Started out singing in a restaurant, then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. You're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here? Well, oh, is that supposed to be a secret? It is something like this. Sights she sees in the music. You're very perceptive. I don't have any pay royalties, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy dear. This landscape painter and sound is too. Oh, thank you, Zozo. It's one of my favorite cases, but man, I'm tireder today than I thought I would be after work. Having a little trouble keeping my eyes open today. And Burgundian Lemoire means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Your pianist Maki, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Burgundia. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Burgundia before we met. I made him a part of my contract. Maki and I together are Lemoire. Together always. No, yes, from 3 months ago. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter, even though you speak English? Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. Though I fear that may be cancelled now. Well, he was only with me for 3 months. No one will even tell me why he died. I'm sorry. Said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballot. The phrase was his idea, you know. I'm very happy for him that it's become so well known. The siren, that's what he meant. Huh? You're the siren, right? That is the meaning of my name in Burgundian, yes. It's the name my producer gave me. Why do you ask? What do you mean, important? Turns out that it's a very important word in this case. He was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask. Witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me who was the witness. The witness is... Siren. You're the siren, right? Lemoire? Well, no. I'm a defense attorney. Does an attorney not work for a client? You have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. Did I not talk to everything on her? I must have skipped something in here talking to her. My brooch? Yes. Yours? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? There we go. Oh, who's there now? Oh, it's you. Where were you? Emma? You bet something's wrong and impossible has happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops. Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body's stupid. What else? Huh? Oh no, the body's gone. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. I heard Mr. Latuse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. How can you stand there? We have to start the investigation. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. Hey, Robo. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Sometimes I don't like these, sections here. Oh, this investigation just started. We're about to find out who our client's gonna be. See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar, you like man. Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. Uh... Something seemed different to you, Paula? Let's tire a little more. We could use that. Go look up there. Didn't look that high from below, really. Eek! We find two things we were looking for. One thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist Maki to buy. Well, a concert last night, no kidding. Don't look at me like it's my fault. The blind pianist. Murdering Romaine Notus. Romaine Lettuce. Morning. Prosecutor Gavin. What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Why did they arrest Marky? Don't look at him like it's his fault. It was tough for me too. We're performing together at night after all, yet. The powers to say that given the circumstances, if only could have seen him. What do you mean by the circumstances? The Moor was invited for Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. You're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. What did you just say, me? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. That's what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. I refuse to believe a cute kid like that could do anything. You said that already. Everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi, maybe you can tell me about last night. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. She was with him? That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do with this. This is a long trial, actually. Alright, we're in court. I prefer the court sections myself. Court is now in session. For how do I say that? Maki Tobey. Your Honor, the pixie of the Arapago. We're at his trial. Court is in session. Defendant is ready. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-OK, High Judge. Very well. Prosecutor Gavin. There was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? You're going to visit someone in the hospital with incurable disease. What do you say to them? You don't even kick them down when they're down. Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind? Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? I believe you'd be going to the hospital visit sooner than you think. Romaine Lettuce. Age 35. The global medicine for Diva Songs War. Cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. However, the bullet struck him in the shoulder. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated him. I'll be right back. I gotta run into the restroom. Man, I keep tying myself up in my cord today for my microphone. on this cup of coffee. I should be good. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Whew. I see. The court accepts this evidence. We're talking about the revolver. We must assume that the killer was adept at weapons use. Really? Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. Say the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. Defense will take more care in choosing examples. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room is only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yeah, when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible! Exactly, this murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Maki Tabai. Very well, I assume you have testimony back up this claim. Oh, hey, it's Emma. Your name and profession, please. Emma Sky, I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security at the concert for that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Some security hours couldn't even stop a murder. But you don't blame yourself. I've made bigger mistakes in my career, you know. I'm sure that makes her feel much better. I wanted to hear about these bigger mistakes. In any case, because you were in security detail, the crime was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer. Alright. That night of the murder, I was on security at Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went in the room filled with blaring music to find the body. But that door was the only way out of the room, right? Yeah, pretty much. How can you say that Maki did it? How can you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen. We know there was only one exit from the room, that door. And I was standing in front of that door. There's only one possibility, the air vent. But the air vent was too small. Who could possibly... Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. A child, remember, access to those rooms were limited. Only those involved in the concert were allowed. Only one is small enough to be considered a child. The pixie of Arapago pitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh, there's no other way out of the room? You were there. And there's another vital piece of evidence. Evidence? What? Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. The defendant Maki Tabai's fingerprints. Well, you figure they would have shared that in Discovery, but... The air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were on the grill. Well, for her forehead? And one is our pixie. Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience. Quite decisive indeed. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. I was eating snackus. And you're sure? Yes, absolutely. Aw, thanks. So Munch, how about it, Munch, Emma? We were right, Munch there. Hard to be mistaken about that Munch. Rock? Blaring, yes. That's right, when we went into the dressing room. You don't listen to the Gaviners with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume. Band was playing Guilty Love, I believe. Hey there, Mal. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt or not. It would be something that it says that be patient with me. I'm a product of the 1900s. It's a going though. It's going tonight. Mal might need that shirt. Prosecutor Gavin? My wife got it for me for Christmas. I think she's telling me I'm old. BC, yeah, right? I know what you mean. That makes you a prime suspect. Auxiliary. I see it. What do you mean, time on their hand? The only way out of the crime scene is watch. I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. We have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left the safe with evidence. That will have to be enough. Alright, can't be over. But our proof clear and plain. They've got us on the ropes already. It's all over. The court was... You claim that there were no witnesses. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career. And on my million seller. hit song, Atro Queen, my love. Oh, really now? But how do you come to possess the knowledge? Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Lotus, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Lettuce. Tell me who the witness... What's the witness? The witness is Siren. What? The victim said this before he died? What do you mean by that? All we know is that her forehead says he said. It's no testimony. But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently he ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything. You can tell me how to do my job? I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty. The siren, Limawar. Recall Lettuce's last words. The witness is Siren. Ha, he meant the siren? That's right, the siren of the ballot. Limawar. I cannot say that name. Limor was only age for the second set. And she had access to the backstage area. My claim still stands. There was no witness in this crime. Break from Detective Sky's examination. Please show Limor to the stand. Not today, though. Today, we'll drag that story out of her. It's my distinct honor to welcome the siren of the ballot to our courtroom. You are too kind. Ah, you can speak English. Yes, I can. Though I'm not very good. There's much I do not know. Speak so well. Have you spent time here before? Actually, I do not know how I come by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it. What does she mean? She doesn't know. I too thought to call her as witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course. What's that? Limor suffers from amnesia. Amnesia? Limor is not my true name, yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Before I started singing on stage. She's even more mysterious than I thought. As loud a singer, Limor. She lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress. I see. I care surprisingly little about people's past. You have not interfered in this court, Limor. Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as witness. What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my. Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy. Ugh! Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room, told to wait there. That was where I learned something had happened. I must say, you sound wonderful. Grr, very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Huh. Ah, wrong button. So it's not a safety pin? Is it a danger pin? It's supposed to be stuck in your eye, yeah. Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin. That was found at the crime scene. But she said she did not return backstage. I'm sorry, Lemore, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not? Well, it's Lemore's. She was wearing it for her song. Care to add that to testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Lemore, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? You had been wearing it during your performance that night. Lemore? Says English is quite difficult. Your forehead may be large, but you're a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. You know whereof I speak. Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Cold, so cold. Witness. You're cold. Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. It's Siren. No, I could have sworn I heard the door close. I looked into the room on just a glance, mind you. This was when your brooch disappeared. That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. Her forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evident. I intended to go into the dressing room. Moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Her forward shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed. Ugh! I closed the door immediately. Yes. Testifies to what you saw. Very well, though. It's only the briefest of glimpses. When my performance was finished, I went backstage. I saw nothing. Oh. Divided into two halves. Huh. I think there was something in this area, but... Huh. Let's look again. Hmm. The late Mr. Latusse's body, you say? You know something more about Mr. Latusse's death than you're saying. I can see you try not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. One moment, Lemore. Yes? What was that you just said? I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony, ah? How did you know he had been shot, huh? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed. You told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. You had seen nothing. Yeah, you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. Yarg! You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember, please. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kinda pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Saw the bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Latouche had been shot. Only a glimpse, yet you knew they were bullet holes? I've seen bullet holes before, you know. That's really cool. I hope I get to travel like Lemore someday. I plan on recording my next album overseas. The studios have a different sound, you know. Maybe I should go on a Chords of Steel. So they added this one for a reason. Do we have any evidence? Wait, the door's right there, so how would she have seen that? So there we see the two bullet holes. And the door's right there, she's looking that way, and said she only got a glimpse of the body. She saw the body, she didn't see the bullet holes. Lemore, they call you the Siren of the Ballot. But lies are hardly becoming such a creature. What put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Come on, can't it be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lemore, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bolt holes in the room, yes. They were in the wall while the door is on. You couldn't have seen those bolt holes. Yes, I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. I must tell you what it is that I saw. Yes. You understand your reputation at stake? Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us nothing. But she knew how Mr. Latouche died. I was on my way from the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Maki. It was a grown person. I know it was. Killer was a grown person, you say? Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your examination. And Detective Emma Sky did it. Yes, quite certain. But it wasn't Maki. That's a little vague. I am sorry. My skill is your language lacking, I know. Certainly you could at least see you. Yes, his voice was quite clear. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. You heard the voice, but wait. Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I did not forget a voice? I would have known. Well, I'd have to say it's pretty good. Vital, even. It shows that the shooter wasn't Maki. Ah! Surely you can't be serious, her forehead. More, I understand why you would want to protect Maki. Remember, you're the Siren of the Ballot. And lies do not become of such a creature. How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. That window was closed. But I am sure. I'm not with the highest regard for your musical sense. My opinion as a witness is somewhat lesser. She's the only eyewitness we have. Even though the siren is the witness. That's right. Prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Oh, how's it going, Casca? How's it going for you today? Thank ye. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. I would like to hear from Fräulein Detective again. Examination is over. I'm sorry as I could not be of more assistance. Alas, back to the real trial. Gar, I hope I didn't just miss my last chance. Don't ask me. I just like saying that same thing twice. For the air vent. Reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh, what's that? Circumstances? Hey, that's alright, Apollo. She's right. Why did Mr. Latouche? Kind of an accident, really. You get the nose for things, hee. The judge sure seems pleased with himself. Very good, Fräulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? And Maki left his signature. You noticed this code too, did you not? Or that night in your brace when you stole away the keys of my heart. Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Guitar, guitar, up together into the sky. Like a story of some fairy tale. Hey, you know, I was the one first noticed it. Counting the song. What do you mean by a signature? On the wall, of course. The bullet holes? And that means what exactly? Picture the shooter facing off the victim in there. Shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Maki, he can't see. That's why he missed. It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses. Poorly. Pinchus, what do I do now? Oh, how so? Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. And it might have been the revolver's fault. A revolver? I wasn't used to firing such a large weapon. Why it could dislocate their shoulder? Exactly. Defendant Maki Tobias, as you can see, tiny. Throw off his aim. Haha, take that, smug prosecution. Huh? What? That bit about Maki being tiny. And the gun thrown off his aim. Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it? Oh. Yerk! Cripes. The prosecution holds that the shooter couldn't see. Scientific conclusion. This is not evidence. I don't care much for this first time. There's no time to think twice. Time to press on. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, y'all. Very well, show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. Funny that. Smeared bloodstains. One like gesture I've so many times in court. He read something. Aha, I get it. Get what, Fraulein? Mr. Latrousse was shot. He tried to write something. Yes, in fact, that's what I was thinking happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility. So the prosecution accepts this? You agree that the victim make an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name? He saw what it was? What did you just testify to the shooter? Yeah, the crime scene itself contradicts that. Killer had to be able to see. Why do they rub out the name in blood otherwise? Impossible! Prosecutor Gavin, accept. Yet up until now, a band of law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. Apparently this caused us. Just farting around in Fortnite, nice. Some reports were not fouled. I've got an idea. Let's rock. If I may? What? Tell me. Why do you think the Maki Tobias is blind, huh? Of course. He's a blind pianist, right? I have a report here on defendant Maki Toby. According to this, Maki Toby can see perfectly well. He can see quite well. What did I say exactly? Her forehead, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was for a lying detective. What about the bullet holes in the wall? You didn't miss because you couldn't see. It was the kickback from the revolver. How's that? I'm afraid your objection is just blown off for brighter skies. Irk! I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. What was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologize. Ha ha ha. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered Trucy now. Look out. Him, we can please end the bickering. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solve this case if it kills me. Or don't say that. Aha. Aha, what? It's bloodstain. Criminal tried to wipe it off, right? We might be able to find out what was really written there. Huh? Really? It's called luminol. That section was removed and submitted. Go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? I've heard of this somewhere, yes. Oh, your hand's shaking. Ugh. Wow, it really works. This must be a power of science. IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. I have it. So what is it? I thought those letters look familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Yes, most are undercover agents. Even know a number like that. Good show, Prelude Detective. Rock on. Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you here? Come up to the witness stand. Darian, you heard what we need? Give me 27. If this number is really that of an Interpol agent... Oh, wait, I know. What if Maki Tabai is really an undercover Interpol agent? One that would mark him as the killer for certain. Well, we have some time. Well, what are you talking about? Berlin detective? Could in fact see just before the trial. You had me until that last bit. This is not raising a rather straightforward question. Well, sure. Why did Maki pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. The name was blind. Something wrong? does that have to do with anything? If it wasn't for his own sake, getting his picture now. Good show, her forehead. Maki didn't friend for himself. That is Lamar. In particular, a unique arrangement over the years. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She walked all the way over there with him. She led him at all times, never letting go. Yeah, we just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar. Why did they have to keep up this act? I think there's a simpler explanation. Maki did not need to be led by the hand at all. Right, it was all the other way around. So you mean to say that Lamore is she's... Yes, Your Honor. Please shed some light on this. Spence has made an outrageous claim. I see about this. Spence's vast forehead. Yet I see it's not vast and vain this time. He's quite correct. Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lamore herself? Yet I must. Please do not be concerned on my behalf. It is true. Funny is that a tiny lie born in Burgundian would one day grow to entangle world. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning. I believe I said, it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. May I begin, Your Honor? Ah, yes. I have no memory of the light. I debuted a world of darkness and sound. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. So we already know that's a lie because, remember, Latouche thought she could see that she noticed her in the mirror back there, or the window. Be aware of this court. So I've actually already found her lie right here. Lettuce wanted us to... Do you include Mr. Latouche? Of course, he was my manager. I believe I know what's bothering him. Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was. Ugh. He's alive. Mr. Latouche. Cold, so cold. Witness. You're cold. Don't worry. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. The witness is Siren. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. What did I just say? Pick up his last words once more. The witness, Siren. I remember them well myself, but that statement, it's not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Ah, that's right, he tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he was talking about himself. I see. But the fence did not. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. The moment he was shot, Latouche witnessed her through the window. And the man's voice, unfortunately... Heard the voice again, I would know it in an instant. Your Honor, what is it, bailiff? We have the results back from the investigation. Well, let's hear it. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darian. Well, tell us about that. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. What? Our discovery agent was Latouche himself. He was barely in the middle of an operation. He was trying to tell us his identity. Well, out with it. Concerns that 45 caliber weapon. Apparently it belonged to Latouche. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. Hold it! Wait. Lamore, something the matter? A voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I'm sure of it. It was him. You were saying that voice, I heard it. Talking to another Latouche. Is this some kind of joke? What? No way. Courtroom fell in such a chaotic state. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo. Do. What? Well, you know, actually nothing. Out with it. Spencer's giving me a... Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking. You gave it a score. What score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, bah. Which is something, though I can't say I haven't... I asked Jennifer about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Mr. Romain Latisse. Who would have guessed he was actually an underage Interpol agent? I am sure of it. Oh, man. I don't think my coffee's even working. What is he, some kind of stray? We'll be fine, right? Well. Lamore dropped a bomb. It was Darien. Elephant ears? He couldn't have shot Latisse. An Interpol agent, Ah ha 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 ha. Trucy? Was that another one? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh. Wherever the mundane gives ways to miracles. Gramare. Hey, the other day. Eek! Who's there? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Uncle Valiant. He's your uncle? No, silly. It's the great Gamar, Valiant Gamare. The grand magician. It was I, the great Valiant Gamar, as seen on TV. Could you please stop smirking at me like that? 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valiant. You look exactly the same. What is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I started to see the sight. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. Uncle Valiant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. No, I mean, my real daddy. Trucy's real father? Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Gramare. Troop Gramare? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. Oh, Lost Life? Lamentably listless lad. Do not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. Then escaped from a high-security prison. I opened the locks and the hearts changed by mediocrity. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television. A long time ago. Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramar. Yes, Zach. Zach Gramara. A master maker of magic, capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? No way! Fine, Troop Gramar included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valant Gramar, my partner, Zach Gramar. And this Zach he was my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. I'm not lonely. But I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. I come remiss to remember my reasons for my visit. 2, in fact. First being, of course, see you, Miss Trucy. I am glad to see you again, Uncle Valiant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I counted you at the Coliseum, first time in 7 years, I could feign not contain any emotion. I wept oceans. Learn you not offend the poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic to talk amongst the staff, you know. Hee. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm a defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, what a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. And now through guitar, guitar. So what's the word? Mysterious? Ha ha ha. What about Lamore vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that. Guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice. Ah, simple sleight of hand. A modicum of magic for me to you. That's why you were at the concert. Yes, I was there to watch my trick take the air. That's like Telly against the Rose Apollo. Well, after my illusion in it. You'd call on me, come to the Coliseum. Whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye. He turned it and walked out the door normally. Monkey may not be able to, but he's still a suspect. Only someone as small as him could have. Speak of the devil. What did you think of the trial? Oh, man. Huh? The detective, I wonder. Uh-oh. My bracelet's reactive, huh? Monkey lied about not being able to see. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Cool. Gotta go back to the right anything. Act, Mr. Charlie. What a great day. Oh. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lemire. I'm sorry about the day I There's nothing you need to apologize for. Were you okay alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. I heard your footsteps. Ears that heard the crime. That was quite a statement you made about hearing Darian's voice. I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. It was him. I am sure of it. That was Darian's, yeah. At least she... I met Maki before my debut as Lemore. I was singing in a restaurant in Borgenia. He was playing the piano. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. With Maki pretending he couldn't see. No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. That must have been tough for Maki. Pretending he couldn't see and all while acting as your eyes. We held hands, and he would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. Mackie would never hurt harm a soul. Oh, Mr. Latouche. Oh, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So, you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. Someone was after him. Why did he depose my manager? That he was investigating me, but why? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny a possibility. Because of my condition. My present is filled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded, right? Darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became a Lemurah. I woke from the darkness in the darkness, you might say. I was singing in the restaurant those days. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime. I thank you, Maki too, who tells me this often. Even better the second time, thank you. Reminds me, that was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleport from one stage to the other. Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valant Grimar. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something, yes? When I was walking this hallway before... I've been lying there since the day before. What? What do you think? It's one of our headsets. We'll hold on to it for you then. Headset attached to Trucy. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on the staff was wearing one of these headsets. You said that all concert staff are wearing one? You need to communicate across such a large stage. And all of the band members too, I should think. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work for 30 feet or so. Doo-doo-doo. That song, isn't that the one Lamar was singing? Yeah, you're right. The Guitarist Serenade. I'd come and see that. The house is full and it's one the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad, wait. Aren't you a magician? Oh, that's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha, if it isn't Miss Trucy. Indeed it is. Uncle Valent. What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility and task undertaken. The Lamar teleportation. Ooh. Anything around would reflect poorly on me. Maybe Uncle Valent could shed some light on this. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder, Lamar's Vanishing Act. Indeed, the purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. Said make her disappear like a dream. She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I am a professional among things. Custom made for a time and a place. Now, because of this murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Chimera are concerned. So you were here checking up on your trick? And went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, a piano over there troubles me. Why? Why do you ask? Why? I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gamare, yes, you say. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifice Gamare. It was he who began to create Troop Gamare. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV. I do have the vague memory of someone like that. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. Cries for magic no longer heard. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. I got one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. We hone our skills at these small venues, always waiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise upon obscurity. I do this not only for the magic of the Gramar, but for my partner. Your partner, you mean? Yes, Zach Gramara. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramar in show business. I will see his return to glory. Aye, Valant Gramara. Our founder, Magnifice Gramare, truly a genius, a worker of miracles. He made the whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember. Of all the would-be magicians who came next door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time, Valant and Zack were the shining stars. Now that the Magnifice and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valant, who brings the Gamare vehicle back to the stage. You cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic? I've never actually played one, huh? Stand back, this could be the debut of a prodigy. Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. Huh? Look at this. This was stuck between the strings. The switch sitting here, tempting to push it. Think that every strange switch... Alright, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor. Switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor. Munch, munch, munch. Uh-oh. Oh, you're talking about the bloodstain from Mr. Latouche. Oh. I'm actually gonna end up stopping here. I don't know. I'm really just not feeling too well today, so I'm gonna stop here instead of finishing the case. I wanted to finish this case all in one go, but maybe I'll be feeling better after getting a nap in and can finish it up. So I do appreciate everyone coming on out. And if I'm feeling better in a little bit, maybe I'll continue this case and finish it on up. I really did want to get it through in one sitting, but I don't know. I just not feeling the greatest today, so appreciate everyone coming by. Hope you all have a great night, and like I said, if I'm feeling better, I'll be coming by to try to finish this case up today. So yeah, thanks for coming out, and I'll see y'all later.